Oh yeah, we back. Digital Mile, let's get it. Hey, Digital Mile, you rocking with me? With that Digital Mile, MOB, Digital. How's everybody doing this Saturday? Shout out to Gus. Coming to you live. We unpack. Man, people keep hitting me up with this unpack shit. That's funny. I gotta switch the beat up. Hold on. It sounds like some old Cash Money shit. Shout out to Z. Waco, Texas. They in the building. No, I got these. Man, it's so hard to pick the beat. Anyway, make sure you guys smash the like button. We're going to talk about it. We unpack coming to you live. I don't know if the notification going out, YouTube be tripping. Some days it's good, some days it's not. Bradford, England, they in the building, and we killing. We come to give, what does that say? Not sure if anyone peeped. Fabulous reference. Oh yeah, I got you. You said I'm still in this bitch like an unborn baby. I was just listening to FABO, Hello US. It's getting hard to dodge the women, but I'm still pitching hard white balls faster than Roger Clemens. It's the kid with the O's that's as large as lemons. And when it comes to selling trees, I'm as large as... Fab was killing. That man said, I'm as large as Timberland. My lawyer got my charges slimming. Canelo, a DAZN guy, is giving Ruiz advice. What do you mean by that? I don't get that. I'm about Z reminded me I have to get back on my Fab shit, bro. Fab was killing. I was just actually listening to Fab. That man said, it's getting hard to dodge the women, but I'm still pitching hard white balls faster than Roger Clemens. It's the kid with the O's that's as large as lemons. And when it comes to selling trees, I'm as large as Timberland. My lawyer got my charges slimming. She said the only way I'm going upstate if it's a not. That man was killing. Pull out the garage like gremlins. Hanaj we trimming. All you dudes do is sit on blocks and jive about who's the best rapper and if Pac's alive. Nigga, I'm in the Aqua 5 with a button that make the roof flip back like pocket knives. You can't knock my drives. You feeling like Rocky till you get a beating like he got on Rocky 5. He was killing, bro. He says, you can't knock my drive. You feeling like Rocky till you got a beating, till you get a beating like he got in Rocky 5 with Tommy Morrison. Hey, yo, Tommy, you wanna fight? Man, shout out to Stallone. I was just watching, man, Khabib Nurmagomedov is a animal. That motherfucker wrestling bears and shit. UFC 242. Thank you guys for those who use my link per usual. You can also use it to sign up. Tyson Fury, he has an upcoming fight with autocorrect. You know, if you want to watch Tyson Fury versus autocorrect. Hey, what's up? Listen, we got to talk. There's a lot of UK action right now. Listen, there's a lot of UK action, and it's like seemingly bipolar. Like, the fighters, like UK fighters, I've noticed have been saying one thing and then switching and saying something else. It's really weird. So Tyson Fury just did an interview with like CBS or some shit, and he said, fuck Deontay Wilder, he's a bum dosser, and what? Like, Tyson Fury just literally, however he wake up, that's how he gonna approach the situation. 1 minute he's like, Deontay Wilder's the hardest puncher in heavyweight history, and I felt that, you know. Then he's like, oh, he hits like a bitch, he's a boom dosser, you know. It's just crazy. And then don't get me started with Anthony Joshua. Courtney, what's up? Make sure y'all smash the like button. Yeah, Anthony Joshua said like far too many different things. It's sounding insane right now. It really is. He said a lot. Joshua has said a lot. He said that Joshua, see, look, Gus already knew what it was, bro. Man, shout out to these vanilla yogurt raisins. Mariani. It's a Mariani. Yeah, man. Joshua has just been all over the place. Him particularly. H-Town, what's up? Waiting for YouTube to send the notification out. They have to. He said Joshua say a lot, but not a damn thing. 510 Oakland in the building. Yee! Shout out to Oakland, man. LJ, what's poppin'? Tyson Fury. Hold on. You said Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are like Sybil. You remember that movie? I remember the name, but you got to refresh my memory. Hold on one second. Yeah, man. Anthony this shit crazy. Like, nobody. Oh my God. Does anyone care about their reputation anymore? Like, do they care about what you're known for? Or is this just where we at? About clout chasing, making headlines, saying whatever? I really want to know if people care. You know, do you guys care what you put out? As, like, especially my men. As a man, do you care what you put out in the atmosphere? You know, the words that you say that you got to live up to. Shout out to Richmond in this 510, Hilltop, all that. Narf Richmond, let's get it. As a man, do you care what you put out there? Like, hey, I say I'm going to do something and then I'm not doing it or I don't do it. That doesn't bother you guys? Because I like, or just your rep looking bad. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just an old soul, just cut from a different cloth. I don't know. But I just, me personally, I wouldn't want to be, I don't give a fuck about selling the fight. If I was a fighter and all that, that's cool. There's different ways to sell fights, but I wouldn't want to be the guy who his words mean less because it's a walking contradiction and he's constantly changing it. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm on some Scarface shit. Huh? Okay. You know, all I have is my balls and my word. You know, that means something to me. Like when I put something out, like, I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like to put shit out and I don't really rep it and I don't really mean it. You know, I think part of being a man, a true man, an alpha male, is to be able to curb your emotion. You know, and not say things in the moment. And I'm not perfect. You know, you've been in relationships and stuff. You 21 or something. And then you use your words to cut. You use your words, but you got to get out of that. You know, you have to grow beyond that. Because I used to say, you know, get in an argument, say something, and then like, oh, feel bad because you told your girlfriend X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? So you have to mature. I think when guys are like late 20s, you know, pushing their 30s, your word, you should really care about that, you know, as a man. I think a man is supposed to be what a man's supposed to be, a rock, you know, a symbol of strength. Doesn't mean you're perfect, doesn't mean you can't have moments of weakness and vulnerability, but more often than not, you're somebody who's all the way solid. You know, that's what we say in the Bay. When you keep it real, when you keep it that dub, you're just all the way solid. And that's what I try to be. Like, all my homies know if they ever need anything, they got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, bad boys for life. Ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life. 'Cause I'm Mike Lowry. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, this game is different now. The game is different because people seem to clout chase. Like, just look at YouTube. Motherfuckers be dissing me. I don't even know who the fuck you is. Like Floyd said, Shane Moses, I barely even know who the fuck you are. Motherfuckers be putting me on the title. What the fuck I got to do with this channel? Y'all be saying, I told y'all, don't send me no shit like that. What that mean? Motherfucker, Boxingego channel. That's what's up. This ain't no package deal. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is clout chase. I don't know. That's just never been me. Look, check my G files. You know, the whole time I came up, I didn't mention anybody who was in the game at the same time or before me. I ain't never said nothing about Ellie. I see Ellie at the fight. It's cool. You know, because I don't burn bridges. Like, what the fuck? I'm coming up trying to do my own thing. I don't gotta mention the next man. I'm a grown ass man. You feel me? I'm a grown ass man. What the fuck I gotta mention or hate on another man's hustle? That ain't got nothing to do. And more often than not, look at the people, look at the motherfuckers who said something about me that I don't know, and dissed and shit. Where are they now? VH1. See, you can't exist like that. You can't exist in this world off of somebody else's back. Eventually, as a man, you gotta stand on your own too. You know. You gotta build your own empire and shit. So anyway, some of what Joshua says it's insane because contradictions are one thing, but beyond that, he's saying literally the exact opposite. Like menopause or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like hot cold flashes. You know when people get sick and women go through menopause and stuff, and it's like hot and cold flashes. Like they be like, it's hot as fuck in here, man. What y'all got the heat on hell? You know, you're like, oh, you hot? Okay, cool. And he'd be like, damn, it's freezing. Like, what the fuck? Hey, you bipolar. That's what that is. Like, come on, bro. Imagine having to get a house guest, so you invite someone over. He'd be like, God damn, it's hot as fuck. Y'all got the heat on hell. I'm burning up. It's an inferno. And you're like, oh, my bad. I didn't know you was hot. And then you put the AC on full blast, or to try to bring the temp down. And they're like, oh man, this Antarctica? Oh, it's cold as fuck. This is Alaska. You be like, hey, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. Going from one ass extreme to, like, come on, sit your ass down. It just doesn't even make sense. That's what Joshua, he literally, Joshua the untold story. Like, he literally said Andy Ruiz is not that skillful. And then yesterday, he mold your Dustin Poirier. Hey, your spelling is a troll. Who are you? That motherfucker said Ukraine. That's not, Ukraine is with the K, bro. What the fuck are you even talking about? You can't even spell Ukraine. Why are you even coming at me? Like, who are you? Then he said he mold your boy. That's not how you spell mold. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, do we have any shooters? Get this mold, fucking crown molding. Get this motherfucker out of here, bro. Who are you? I wasn't even talking about Poirier. I wasn't even talking about Khabib Nurmagomedov. See, I be having people that fuck with the channel or whatever, and they don't even comprehend, bro. I don't know if they don't speak English or something. Motherfucker, he said Ukraine. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, we weren't even talking about the Ukraine, Lomachenko, Klitschko. What the fuck is Poirier? Man, come on. Shout out. Hey, Cursor been. Oh my God, Cursor been catching him some bodies. Oh my gosh, we about to catch some bodies from somebody. Man, get these dudes out of here. Oh, Ukraine. Yeah. Anyway, anything to cause a distraction, I guess. Motherfucker's spelling was hard. Listen, don't talk shit to me if you can't spell, because you got bigger fish to fry. You need Hooked on Phonics. Hooked on Phonics work for me. Get you into one of them little programs. Strap your helmet on and get to fuck the class and shit. I know y'all motherfuckers wore helmets and shit in class. Get a bad grade and they start hitting their head on the desk. Like, hey, Johnny, stop. What are you doing? Motherfucker, them kids that couldn't, control their rage and shit? Start hitting their head on the desk. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, shit. Put a helmet on him. God damn it. Motherfuckers just low key. You ever had, y'all that had them students in your class, that one person that was low key crazy and shit? at a young age they was already exhibiting like Ted Bundy traits and shit. God damn it, get a helmet, get a bicycle helmet on him. Like start hitting their head on this shit. Oh shit, he going off on himself. That's how you know you a thug, when you go off on yourself. Hell no. Start hitting lockers and shit. Y'all crazy. Nah, Khabib, he did that. He a beast. That's what happened when you wrestle bears. I'm not fighting no motherfucker that wrestled bears as a kid. What? Motherfucker, I was playing Power Rangers. This motherfucker's wrestling bears and shit. Man, get the fuck up out of here. If he wrestled bears, he finna toss your ass up. That's what it is. Bro, do you know how strong bears are? Even a little bear. This motherfucker wrestling a bear. Hell no. Nah. They be wildin' in Russia. What? I need you to wrestle a bear. Like, what? Wrestle a bear? Man, you better give me the weakest, softest bear. I want Paddington Bear. I'll wrestle that motherfucker. I'll beat the fuck out of Winnie the Pooh. You know, you give me one of them bears. Don't be giving me the bear from The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio and shit. You know, give me like, you know, cool Paddington Bear, Winnie the Pooh. I'll fuck one of them up. You know, Ted, I'll beat the fuck out of Ted. That Mark Wahlberg movie, I'll fuck Ted up. But I seen he was with real grizzlies and shit. Let me have me in there with no Kodak bears and shit, man. Stop. I feel for Poirier. Yeah, he got all the way here. Bridge too far. He did a lot to get a title shot. He said, "Imagine, boo." Hey, boo boo. Yeah, Yogi Bear will get that work too. But anyway, Anthony Joshua, like it just, he literally said on the Untold Story that Ruiz hit him with the lucky punch. Yesterday, he says, "Oh, it wasn't a lucky punch. It was a tempo shot." What? She said, were you surprised with the skill set of Ruiz on the Untold Story or Truth or whatever? Joshua said he's not that skillful. Then yesterday he said he's skillful and it's a privilege and all this shit, and he's a champion and skilled. He's the most heavy. He said he's the best heavyweight. What? Where did they do this at? Tell me what part of the UK that this is acceptable. Please let me know. This is what you guys condone. This is what you guys allow. Like, what part of the UK is it where a grown man, not like, you know, a child or something, a grown man can constantly tell you thing A, then switch to thing B, then switch back to thing A, and then you guys are like, "Oh, we're not gonna take it. Who are ya?" And doing all these chants and shit. What part of, because America's not like that. So please let me know what part of the UK this is, where this is accepted, you know. Like, y'all, I know y'all got like darts and other sports and shit, rugby. Like, is it that serious? Like, y'all that low on sports and sport people of authority where you can't give a criticism or a suggestion when things like this come up? Like, yo, what are you talking about? Like I said, America's not set up like that, where you could just wild out and then Americans are going to be like accepting of him. Like AB right now, not Adrian Broner, Antonio Brown. He wilding right now. This motherfucker, he went to the Raiders for new beginnings, and then now he's going to the Patriots. Like, and he's like, "I'm free." What? Lucid Night, thank you. They said, "Thanks for the good content, man. Hope you're having a solid day." Yeah, I am, because I'm just getting real organized in my life. Like, it's the first time the boxing has slowed down for me, where it wasn't a bunch of fights that I wanted to cover. So I've been able to stick to my course without starting and stopping certain projects. Hearns called Wilder a clout chaser. He sounded dumb as fuck. Bro, but see, that's another thing that Team Joshua, they're back and forth on. 1 minute they'll say that, okay, I don't know if you guys notice it. Wilder hasn't even so much even mentioned Joshua like that. Like there was a point in time where when he was trying to smoke him out, where he was bringing up Joshua often. But Joshua's not even, he has to bring himself back up into more relevancy, you know, because he came off of a loss. So you have to avenge that or whatever. So the thing is, Wilder hasn't even so much just brought him up. You get what I'm saying? So why would Wilder, who things are seemingly going well for, why would he need to clout chase Joshua at this particular moment? Somebody answer these questions. Why would you need to clout chase someone who just got knocked down 4 times, lost, and they're 1 fight away from, bad apparel, you know what I'm saying, a career peril and plummet if they lose? Why would he have to clout chase him? He don't have no belts. He's already tied up with Ruiz. So, I don't know what Eddie Hearn and them is talking about. Furthermore, Eddie Hearn and Joshua keep mentioning Wilder, and they even use him as like really a scapegoat as to why Joshua lost. They said, I didn't want to fight Ruiz. Why should I fight him? I was thinking about Undisputed. I wanted to fight Wilder. So you're using Wilder as your excuse as to why you lost, which sounds horrible. How can you, man, I'm picking Andy fucking Ruiz all the way. And boxing is highly mental to me. And I just like Andy Ruiz, what he's saying, how he's acting, what he's suggesting, a lot more than what I'm hearing. I think Joshua, to me, based on how he's acting, sounds a bit broken. You know? Not saying he can't give a good account of himself, possibly win. But it's not what he's giving the world and showing. It's not enough for me personally to pick him. Because he sounds a bit broke. He reminds me of Kovalev after he lost to Andre Ward. You know, when Kovalev was going into the Ward 2 fight, Kovalev was just doing a lot of talking and saying radical stuff and, run, Ward, run, stupid shit like that. And Ward wasn't even running in the first fight. Even after that, when people start talking senseless like that, it's hard for me to really, really take to it. Ward got dropped in the first fight 1 time and brought the fight to Kovalev. He didn't run. So, when Kovalev started posting memes of Ward running from a car and he was in the car and photoshops and shit, it was like, this loss did all this to you? Like, it just didn't seem right. And then just like I picked Ward to beat Kovalev in the first fight and the second fight, and I was right. So we'll see what happens in the Joshua Ruiz situation. But to me, Joshua seems, based on his actions, a bit broken. I think the best thing, and Joshua's stubborn, it sounds like, why should I leave my trainer? So, even if he heard this, he'll probably do his own thing, which is cool. He's his own man. I'm not his boss. He's a grown-ass 6'6", big-ass dude. He can do whatever he wants. But what I'm saying is my opinion. The better thing for him to be doing right now is to say less. The less you say, the less you give away. And you're in a vulnerable, very precarious situation where one misstep, one miscalculation, if you lose again, that's not looking good. That's not looking good. So I think the less amount of stuff he says, the better, because it would create kind of enigma and mystery behind how he's really coping with the loss, and all people could do is speculate. So you wouldn't give Ruiz, but when you start saying things that sound like cockamamie and don't sound like, shout out to Anaheim, home of Disneyland. When you start saying all this extra stuff and it don't really sound, believable, not a good sign to me. Like, you just went to saying he's not that skillful to saying he's skillful in the best heavyweight. Your team, Eddie Hearn just did an interview and he said it's difficult finding sparring partners to mimic Andy Ruiz. Why would you tell him that? Why would you give him that? Like, man, you can't give nobody shit in boxing. It's a combat sport. You know, just like when Poirier just fought Nurmagomedov. Orange County. Shout out to my people. California up in his, we in here thick. Just like the fight that just happened, UFC 242. Khabib Nurmagomedov was working Dustin Poirier over. And at the end of the second round, he went back to his team. And he's like, man, I can't keep this fucking guy off me. Now, I don't know if Khabib would have heard that or his team, you know, because they're on the other side of the octagon or whatever. But that's an admission. That's an admission that I wouldn't make. Plus, when he spent so much time like being wrestled and grappled by Khabib, and it was exhausting. Khabib got up and went to his corner after round 2 ended, and Poirier put his hands like this, like, and like spit a little bit and shit. That's all body language. You don't think Khabib or his team see that? You got to have more of a poker face. Now, we all seen that like Khabib was you know, doing a number on him, but you just gave him that confirmation that his game plan is working and you don't have no answer for it. And you just said to your corner, oh, I can't keep this guy off of me. I get, yeah, and that's the thing. I understand being winded, you know, he's a human. But what I'm saying is you got to hide it. You're best in the combat sport because you're giving too much leverage to the other person. You're giving too much away. Shout out to Santana, OC, baby. Tommy, what's up? You're giving away too much of the game. It's like a magician telling his tricks and his secret. Even if you're getting fucked up, you better have that poker face. You know, and I think with what Josh was doing talk-wise, he's giving up too much of how he feels. Just fall back, be a mystery. Like, when people have to constantly contradict themselves, plus they have to constantly talk about it, it makes it a little bit harder to believe when people are acting out of character and when you look at the whole picture. Because, like, Joshua has been, oh, I know what I did wrong. I don't need to switch trainers. All right, if you know what you did wrong, then you don't even have to prove that to nobody. Just go in there and, you know, make it. But he's saying too much, and he's kind of wearing his heart on his sleeve to me. AJ sounds like a random remix record. Nothing is consistent. Fact. You know? Oh, my gosh. Shout out to the Piggy family. Shmoney gang. $10 super chat. Thanks for going live. Much needed right now. Man, that's what I do it for. I do it for the fans. Like, because I'm just chilling. I don't even know. Is there any boxing on today? Is there any boxing on? I just watched the UFC because it was in Abu Dhabi. But shout out to the Piggy family with the $10 super chat. We just vibing out, you know, low-key Saturday chat, talking. But, yeah, man, the contradictions are just insane from Team Joshua. It's not even just Joshua. It's Eddie Hearns, too, you know. There's no boxing on. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I couldn't think because I think Tyson Fury is next week or whatever. Khabib Nurmagomedov rear naked choke, 3rd round. He beat Poirier. He beat him bad too. He won every single round. Dominated. Yeah, so man, Andy Ruiz says Joshua has the perfect style for me, and I agree with that. I think Joshua. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's smash the like button. Get the likes up. He said the NFL is fucked. Tom Brady just got all the Infinity Stones. I thought you was kidding, Ego. I just saw the news. Nah, hell no, I'm not kidding. Bro, AB, Edelman, man, hell no. Tom Brady, fucking 42 and shit. He finna get another ring damn near. He got too many weapons, bro. I just hope my Niners do what they supposed to be doing. But, yeah, man, it's just Andy Ruiz, I agree with him. I think Andy Ruiz is going in with really the best attitude. Like, I really like it. There's a lot of people, I talked about this on the Unpack, but some of you may not have seen this, right? Yo, Ego, can you please tell us your thoughts if Miller would been clean against AJ and then beat AJ? How would Eddie and AJ soon it? I don't know what the soon it part is, but me personally, just I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I don't really do a bunch of what if like scenarios. The bottom line, Gerald Miller messed up the opportunity before it came, so it's really of no consequence unless they reschedule the fight for me to spend time talking about what would have happened if he had been clean, which he wasn't. You get what I'm saying? So that's not really my bag. So I don't know what would have happened if it didn't happen the way it did happen. Bars. Yeah, how do the Raiders always end up losing out in the equation? It's crazy. I don't even know if Carr's been the same since he got injured. Yeah, man. Like I don't know. I'm not big on the what if situation. I rather talk about the present and the future and the foreseeable, like the likely future. You know. But they're talking. I seen Gerald Miller called out Joe Joyce. I mean, I would like to see that. Joe Joyce had a tough time with Bryant Jennings. Miller's been inactive since probably October, November, when Eddie Hearn had him fighting in a barn against Bogdad Benu or whoever. So that's an interesting fight. Shout out to Jeff. We riding for these Niners. But yeah, man, Andy Ruiz, I talked about this in the unpack. Some people are saying he's doing too much and buying too much. Listen, I'm not trying to get too preachy, but I gotta say my piece. This is my channel. This is my baby. This is what I worked for, to be able to speak my unadulterated, uncut, raw, that puro, to give my thoughts. As men, y'all gotta get off of that. Don't worry. That's the worst thing. That's one of the worst traits to me for a man, to be like a pocket watcher, because it's what it represents. When somebody hates on another man making money, getting money, to me that has some serious implications. One, you're a hater. Two, you're negative. And three, more often than not, if someone is constantly hating, going out of their way to hate on another motherfucker getting money, then that means you ain't getting money. And that to me is more so. He said a rat. Yeah, shout out to Real Brother 32. It does mean that too. You a fucking rat, B. But beyond that, I think that has some serious implications, because at the end of the day, shout out to Phenomenal One. Great Hova quote. He said, what you eat don't make me shit. Exactly. Here's another Hova quote. Men shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait, right? But another implication for me is that shows that you have hate in your heart, envy, and jealousy, which is not good, and it is not conducive of what I would imagine to be a winner, And you watching what Andy Ruiz spends his money on, what's that got to do with you? What is that like? If you're just a boxing fan, you have a family or whatever, you live your day in and day out life, and you mad because he bought a whip, because he bought a house. It's kind of weird. That, to me, that's weird. That seems to be your priority. That's really weird. Hey, Cursor been rock-a-bye, baby. That guys gotta have priorities in life, and if your priority is another man's moves, he said that player haters ball. Hate. Yeah. Yo, Ego, you and Wilder got to do a one-on-one interview. Man, it's all coming. God is here to bless those who seek. So I'm after it. But yeah, man, like, people mad at what Ruiz is eating and buying. Man, get the fuck up out of here. Oh my gosh. You see he ate a fucking steak and loaded him at, like, you all in his plate? Y'all some busters. Hey, y'all some busters. Y'all worried about a man plate? What the fuck? Like, to that degree? Oh my God. Look, why is he eating jumbo prawns? Like, who told him to eat that? Like, y'all some busters, bro. That's weird. You know, it's just like when I get a super chat. Somebody one time, they was like, why you guys send him a super chat? He don't know shit about boxing. Y'all some haters, bro. That's some hating ass shit. Mad because they super chatting me. What that got to do with you? People be mad about what toothpaste Ruiz be using. Yeah, oh my gosh, why is he using Colgate? I don't recommend Colgate. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. This what's wrong with this society and this internet age. Motherfuckers be way too concerned with the man. They act like Nicki Minaj is retiring. Man, I don't give a fuck. Y'all better work on your retirement. Y'all been be 86 years old still working and shit. Y'all worry about Nicki Minaj retire. Man, I don't care about none of that type of shit. He said these Sambo ass haters, bro. Yeah. You mad because Andy Ruiz is eating good. And the other thing that don't make sense with that, he's the first Mexican American heavyweight champion in history. You thought his life was gonna stay the same? You sound stupid as fuck. Bro, what are you supposed to do? Like, I know people who get a promotion at work at their 9-to-5 job, which doesn't consist of probably necessarily the millions that he's getting, you know, and the attention that he's getting, but they'll get a simple promotion at their job and go out and celebrate and have a couple drinks. See, this is what's wrong with society. We look at celebrities as if they're not people. Not me, but, you know, in general, as a whole. Oh my gosh, Piggy Family, he said another $10 for the haters. Shout out to Piggy Family again. He's stunting on the haters. Flex gang. But how come we hold a athlete in this crazy light? Like, I get it. I don't think athletes should be doing like hardcore drugs or like, you know, ballooning up in weight like crazy and shit like that. But it's not like Andy Ruiz was the machinist, Christian Bale and the machinist, and then now he's his size that he is now. That's not the case. So what are we really tripping off? But anyway, if somebody has a straight up gig, 9-to-5, and they get a promotion, sometimes they go to Chevy's or wherever, go out to drinks and go out to eat. And nobody said nothing. Nobody's like, oh, you know, what the fuck are you doing? You got a promotion. You need to go study for your job or push paperwork. What the fuck? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's say you do clerical work and then you get a promotion. You get a $2 raise at your job. You're already full-time, but you get a raise to a higher position. Like I said, people go out and celebrate, have a couple drinks, go eat some barbecue, eat some food, whatever, right? You don't hear people saying like, get back in the office and push some more paperwork. What are you doing? Why are you at Sizzler right now? Ain't nobody do that, you know, because you worked hard, you achieved something, you could reward yourself. And I think that's really what Andy Ruiz is doing. Now the fight's announced, the negotiating is over. Now this is where you tighten up that belt. You know, you stop, you know, don't gorge and go crazy and, you know, eating crazy and shit like that. He has plenty of time. His fight's December 7th. He got plenty of time. That's like the month of Christmas. And people tripping out on Andy Ruiz. I told you on my Unpack, man, I would be more concerned if Andy Ruiz wasn't relaxing or living this newfound life. If he just went straight back to the books, right? Like he went straight. Just imagine like taking SATs or some kind of major test and you do all this stuff to study for it. And then after you get a great score on your SATs, then the next day you're putting your heads deep back in the book and you've been cramming and staying up late just to get the initial score. Then you could chill out a little bit, you know, binge watch a TV show. I don't have a problem with that. You know, binge watch some Netflix. You just studied for the SAT hardcore, had cram sessions, and now you're unwinding a bit. And I think that's necessary. And for me, the reason I'm telling you guys this is from experience, because all I see is green lights. The type of, I have an obsessive personality, not like stalking bitches and on some Cosby shit. I would like to talk to you about the pudding and we'll follow you to your house. Like, not obsessive like that. But when I'm goal oriented, and when I have something, I got supreme tunnel vision, and I can't stop. I won't stop, like on some Terminator shit. Yeah, kind of like I won't stop. That's what I'm saying. You know, as long as God give me breath, I can't stop. Like it just becomes my mission, right? But as I've gotten older, I had to realize that sometimes you have to give yourself a break. Sometimes you have to scale it back so you don't damage your health or, you know, burn yourself out. You don't want to do that. So I know this firsthand. You gotta take breaks and stuff. It's only right. The human body is a great complex machine, but you can only push it so far without any type of rest and recovery and, you know, shutting down for a minute to recharge your batteries. So again, if Andy Ruiz, he just fought Dimitrenko on the Garcia card, April 20th, I think. Then he had 5-6 weeks, got right back into camp, 5-6 weeks, fought Joshua, upset him and beat him. I would be more concerned if Ruiz jumped right back in camp and had a six-pack right now, because you didn't give yourself any time off of 2 back-to-back fights to really just enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you can go to a level of mental fatigue and burnout trying to, like, oh shit, you know, and arriving at your target too prematurely. Like, imagine a fighter, he cutting weight. That's why you see the fighters during fight week, they still have some weight to cut during the week of the fight. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't want to arrive at that type of goal too prematurely. You know, and like you look emaciated, like 30 days out, that's not a good sign, bro. That's not a good sign. Your fight's at 147 and the motherfucker is 138 two months early and shit, looking like the machinist, and like, come on, bro. And the weight has to gradually come off and stuff for optimum results. So I'm not mad at what Ruiz is doing. Y'all looking at his jewelry and cars and bullshit, that sound like jealousy to me. It sound like motherfuckers jealous. And the only way you would be doing that, like I said, I don't like the implications. That means you jealous for a reason. Maybe your life is not where it needs to be. Or maybe you're not happy with your possessions and the things you have. Because nobody judged Andy Ruiz's life when he said he was struggling a bit to pay his bills because he couldn't get no fights and whatnot. So, you know, for him to splurge a little bit within reason. And again, I'm not no financial advisor. I don't think it's wise that you should do some Scotch Storch shit and just like spend hella unnecessary money on yachts and stuff. But people all of a sudden become financial advisors and shit. You can't even manage your own fucking money. You telling him how to manage millions. Get the fuck up out of here. Love the content. Have a nice day. You too, Gus. Shout out to Gus, man. We just working. Jealousy and hate is what that is. That's what I'm saying. Let the man enjoy. Like, and the thing is, you gotta look at the flip side. I've seen Joshua on private jets and shit. So he was the man, and he had been living like a life where Joshua, like, you know, a bunch of dudes around him. He had like 50 dudes in Dubai chilling, all on yachts and you know, playing ping pong in their drawers and all this shit. You know, white chonies and all this shorts and all this stuff. So nobody complained at that. So when Andy Ruiz gets a little piece of it and a little taste of it, it start getting good. You know, let the man enjoy. Because Joshua, I see he got nice things. He bought some jewelry. It's all on his Snapchat. You know, he bought jewelry, buy a new car, or be in nice cars. Like, what are we talking about? But anyway, it should be about, we're supposed to be talking about boxing. You know, that's what this social media age got y'all fucked in the head. People are not achieving their own goals because you're worried about someone else's goals. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Especially men, because I hold men to a different standard. There's certain things you should and shouldn't be as a man. I can't really speak on behalf of a woman because I'm not a woman. But as a man, you shouldn't be worried and concerned about another man's money. Worry about your decision-making process. Anyway, Andy Ruiz, I really like his his mindset seems to be in a good space. And people keep acting like Ruiz ain't humble anymore. Every time I see him, he still has the same. It's not like he was like quiet, now he's loud. Like he still seems the same demeanor. He's still putting God first. Like he says that, oh yeah, glory to God. God, he made it all possible. He's saying the same stuff he said before. He said he talked about God, his family, God made this possible, and I feel great and it feels great, and viva la raza. That's the type of shit I've been hearing him say. He ain't said nothing insane or crazy. Like, I ain't heard him say nothing that's not humble, like y'all trying to make it out. Like, man, fuck them starving kids in Africa. I got all the money. Like, he ain't doing nothing crazy. Stop. Shit, Floyd Mayweather probably said more shit than Andy Ruiz in that. Floyd said something to like that. He said, man, them people in Africa, they never did shit for me. He said something like that. So, that's just my thoughts. I don't have a problem with what Ruiz is doing. Like I said, now the fight's announced. Now that it's announced, just get to your business, get your weight in order. The other thing I don't understand, which I talked about in the unpack, you guys got to check those unpacks. I put a lot of detail into those videos specifically. I don't half-ass the other ones, but, I'm not flexed for time. This is what I do full time. So I could do what I want, stay on as long as I want. But those videos are for more of the introspective, intricate breakdowns. I like to give you a little bit more in those, But check out those videos. One thing I mentioned in that is, why is Joshua losing weight? I don't get it. He's trying to trim down. I can understand Ruiz. He had 5-6 weeks to train, so I can understand him trying to come in at a different target weight. But why is Joshua? Why is he trying to slim up? I don't get it. I don't know that really benefits him. Obviously, you don't know how weight is a tricky thing, so you don't know how it's going to affect a fighter positively or negatively until they get in there, because guys look in shape and then they have a flat performance. Like, you look at Curtis Stevens, he dropped down from 60 to 54 recently, and he fought not even the biggest puncher that he fought, and everything he was getting hit with was hurting him. So him coming down in weight at this point of his career probably wasn't the best move, but people had told Curtis Stevens to drop down a weight class, but he never did it. So maybe he did it a little bit too late, especially after the David Lemieux knockout. That was a bad knockout, a long layoff. So me personally, I don't really know why Joshua. Bottom line is, I don't think Joshua knows why he lost to Ruiz. So he's trying different things, which I'm not mad at someone for trying different things. But all in all, this is just a risky fight and a super danger. It's a super dangerous fight, period. Because it's do or die, you got to get it right. You got to get it right. And he's playing with his weight and stuff like that. So we'll see how it plays out. But I don't really think that was his main inherent problem. Me personally. I don't think his weight was his problem, per se. I think his lack of head movement, not being able to fight on the back foot, some of these different things were more of an issue than purely his weight. Like, obviously he has to get his stamina in order, but stamina is not all. I don't know. Weight's tricky, but stamina is not all just about the weight you're at. Like, nutrition in general ain't just about weight. Because, okay, here's an example. Andy Ruiz weighed more than Joshua, but he didn't have stamina issues. So explain that. Explain that to me. Andy Ruiz, I'm going to say it again, he weighed more than Joshua in the first fight. So, explain that. Explain how that works. Ruiz had stamina and didn't look tired and got knocked down and was still a factor in the fight. And he weighed more than Joshua. So, again, I don't think it's really weight is with in the heavyweight division with those two fighters. I don't think that was the main issue. Stamina was an issue, but I don't know if it was just because his weight. See, like, to be honest, Joshua, I'm not trying to roast. I'm just being honest. Joshua's team seems inept. Like, they don't seem like an advanced boxing team. Would you guys like me to explain? Like, they just don't, like I said, they don't seem like an advanced boxing team, like where they'll have Joshua doing all types of neck ups and weird workouts and stuff. And nobody else in the game, especially in the heavyweight division, is doing that. When I see Tyson Fury train, when I seen Deontay Wilder train, when I seen Joseph Parker train, I never see them doing exactly the same workouts as Joshua. You know, you get a fucking resistance band and then put it on your head and do all this weird, he's just like doing hella extra shit. And you did all that, and that wasn't even boxing specific workouts. It looks cool. And, you get in shape, you're in, buff ass shape and all that, but it's not really boxing specific. So that's one thing. Two, they're worried about him slimming down, thinking that's a fix-all. It's really not a fix-all because, like I said, Ruiz weighed more than Joshua, yet he had better stamina. So it's probably what Ruiz is doing, maybe somewhat genetics, but also the types of training that they got Ruiz doing rather than, and the types of sparring and shit. That's probably why he got his lungs up. That's why Ruiz got his lungs up. Sparring, doing certain style of training. Joshua is not, man, I wish I could see Joshua's training camp. I want to watch it. Like, how many rounds is he sparring? Because Floyd used to spar hella rounds. Same thing with Anthony Yard. It's the same thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a European thing. But Anthony Yard, him and Tunde talking about we don't spar. Yeah, it shows because when the fight got good and close and you start to flatten out and get tired, Kovalev having the experience and having went 12 rounds with a Bernard Hopkins, having went 12 rounds with an Andre Ward in the first fight, it showed. Yard was like, he got hit with a jab and went down and stayed down. And I know Kovalev's jab is probably a meaningful punch because he has heavy hands, but it shows that you don't got your lungs up, that you don't got your wind up. So in terms of Joshua's team, they're looking like they're slimming down, but you got to know why you're slimming down. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is what I think. Josh, it's not about slimming down. It's about whatever your body ends up, but doing the necessary types of training and the necessary work. And wherever your body is, if you end up like Wilder at 209, then that's where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think the weight shouldn't be much of a focus. And I think most boxers are understanding of that, but I don't know about Joshua. That's why Ward said Joshua was like an Instagram model. He said something to that effect on ESPN. Because it looks like Joshua has been doing things for the aesthetics of him. Oh yeah, I take my shirt off on the beach, I look good, which is cool. But it's like you bulking up and it's not really doing you any service. Now you're trying to reverse it for one fight, which happens to be a meaningful fight. Man, who the fuck is this Mazda dude y'all keep talking about? Hey, block Mazda production. He's soliciting. Get him out of here. Nobody give a fuck about your channel. Ain't nobody come for your channel. Block him. Blocked. Get rid of him. Don't solicit on my shit. This is not 7-Eleven. You just wait out front. Hey, man, hey, can I borrow you? No. Get rid of him. Nobody give a fuck about your production. When's the last time y'all seen Mazza get a super chat? Name one. Name one time. Name one time you see my man. Come on, bro. Don't come in trying to disrupt my shit. Go work on your own craft. Ain't nobody seen no Mazda super chat, man. Get the fuck up out of here. So Joshua, that's my thoughts. You know, I think they should focus less on whatever the weight he's gonna be at. The weight he's gonna be at. Just do the training. Just do the necessary things to get your wind up. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of like, oh, I'm slimming down 20 pounds. Like that's not no. It's about what gives you the result. Listen. Y'all got to learn to be outcome focused, not output focused. There's a lot of people who are output focused. Don't do that. Don't do that, baby. Pizza Cola. Didn't I just tell you that? Listen to me. Listen to your boy. Become outcome focused, not output focused. Meaning work smarter, not harder. It's not about how much effort you put out and exert. It's about the results. It's about the outcome. That's what you guys got to do. Like, people are brainwashed. See, in school, they don't teach you about how to make money. They don't teach you about money in general. You learn a bunch of bullshit, and some of it's lies. Like when I was in school, they said Christopher Columbus founded America. He found America. He didn't find. How you find America, land inhibited by people that have their own established culture and livestock? Man, get the fuck out of here. But school, they don't teach you money. They don't teach you certain things. They don't teach you like life lessons and things like that. But they also, what they do teach you is sometimes, in my opinion, and I'm not saying school is bad. Stay in school, kids. It's important. But there's ways to educate yourself as well beyond that and personalize it for what works for you and what your goals are, especially in this modern society, in this new age of technology where you can, you know, people are afraid to go to a library. People are afraid to self-educate. Self-education has gotten me to this point where I don't have to work for somebody else. I can work on my own mission statement. Always remember that. But the thing is, like, you got to understand it's not about the output, it's about the outcome. Some people think, and this is how we're conditioned and taught almost like throughout schooling, you know, K through 12, is to get good grades, graduate, try to pick a college, go to college, and then get placed in a job. Now, this is the thing. These old teachings probably were accurate at a point in time. They probably were. You know, like in the 60s, 70s, that's how you came up. That's how you had to come up, you know. You had to have a diploma, get some college in there, blah, 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 get a degree. The game's not like that now. So you got to stay wavy and keep up with the times. I put myself through YouTube University. I taught myself what I needed to learn to excel in what I'm doing currently. Versus when I went to college, you know, I'm just learning a curriculum that everyone in that class happens to be learning. It's not catered to my specific skills or interests. It's a class that I have to take and, you know, get a good grade in. So I believe in self-education. I believe in entrepreneurial endeavors and, you know, things like that. And like I said, people are conditioned to go for the output versus the outcome. And as I've gotten older, I realize that's not, man, you got to work smarter, not harder. You definitely do. You know, people feel accomplished because they put 9-10 hours. That don't mean shit, because there's a motherfucker on the internet working a portion of that 2-3 hours, not destroying his back or her back, you know, and making more money than you, you know, or doing the same job you're doing, but doing it in a different, more efficient method where they don't tear up their back because they thought of, you know, the science behind it. They thought of a different way to do it. You're doing it the manual way, and there might be more of an automated process that you could do. It just depends on, you know, I can't give you specific unless I'm talking about a specific business, but you guys get what I'm saying. The bottom line is work for efficiency. People feel accomplished because they work 9-10 hours and their back hurts and they're sore, their muscles are sore. That don't mean shit. You know, you can get an expert. Here's an example for you guys. You can get an expert in fitness who can be in the gym for an hour and a half and destroy somebody who's been in the gym for 4 hours. They have a better burn, a better routine, and better results with an hour and a half of working out versus you've been lingering out in the gym for 4 hours. So what that mean? So that's a perfect example. You don't have to be in the gym for 4 hours necessarily. It depends on what your goals are and what you're striving for. But you don't have to be. But you can be in there for a shorter period of time more efficiently and have bigger results. Like, for example, some of the people that I know brag about being in the gym for 3-4 hours. They not working for 3-4 hours. They sitting up there at the at the gym. They have the little protein bars sometimes, ordering drinks and, see a girl and bothering her and shit like that. So you're in there for 4 hours, wasting 4 hours of your life, but you're not in there, fucking working out nonstop for 4 hours. So what are we talking about? I believe this, and this is what I've been getting back to. Have concentrated, hyper-focused work for a shorter period of time. No phone, no distraction, nothing. Just go at bow, straight to the money. And you'll get better results than working throughout the day for 9 hours straight or whatever. Plus, people don't understand this mental fatigue and exhaustion. You mentally drain yourself by trying to overachieve in an inefficient way. So I'm on some Bruce Lee shit. I told you I'm just different. You strip away the inessentials. You gotta strip away the inessentials. Discard all of that. Look at what's working for you. Like, for example, let's say someone's a rapper. Shout out to UK. Let's say somebody's a rapper and they want their music out. They're trying to get to the next level so they could create music full time and get income. You're spamming people on Twitter, copying and pasting, oh, hey, this is Ego, check out my song, and you just copy and paste it, send it to Joe Budden, send it, and I know for experience, because I said Joe Budden got me blocked right now. Joey, because that's how we used to do it. Like, this is years ago, but, we just spend it like Timberland and just spam people and like just copy and paste it. So I think Budden seen it, like, what the fuck was this? And blocked me and my friend from my group. We both got blocked from Budden just because that's not the way to go about it. But anyway, I'm telling you from experience. So let's say you do old school grassroots promotion. You go to a high school or a college or some shit and you press up copies and then you hand them out. Say, hey, check it out, blah, blah, blah. Or a thumb drive or some shit with your album on it, because you can get thumb drives for pretty cheap. So if you want to be on the digital side, whatever, have a USB drive or whatever you got to do. A card with links, whatever the fuck whatever you do. And then you see you're getting results from the grassroots promotion, looking at people eye to eye, then maybe that's a ticket. So instead of spending 2 hours on Twitter spamming people, not getting no fucking results, spend that 2 hours in the method that is working. What happens is people, I firmly believe this. I don't see y'all gonna have me into, I got to start the Alpha Ego channel, man. But what people do is, whether they're successful or unsuccessful, people don't know oftentimes, not everybody, because there's people who have mastered this, Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs and Jack Ma and Jay-Z. Those people have mastered this. But there's a lot of people, whether they're successful or not successful, unsuccessful or successful, that don't know why they are successful or don't know why they are unsuccessful. And what I mean is some of you like, how are you successful when you don't know? It's not that you don't know that you're successful. Like, you could be making good money, but you are doing maybe a routine and it's not your best routine, but it's the routine that you've been doing and it's working. So you keep doing everything. So let's say you have a 10-step routine you're doing every day and it's yielding results and your money's cool, right? 4 of those things you might be able to cut out and it's not really providing. This is the 80-20 rule. 4 of those things you might be able to take out and just be like, this is not really effective. This is not really the reason why I'm successful. And then now you can apply that time on something on, the first couple of things that really, and double down on those things that are really moving the needle and getting you where you need to be. Stockton, what up? 209. I'm taking fish oil. That was random. That man just said I'm taking fish oil out of nowhere. Okay. Hey, y'all tripping. Where did that come from? That man just said I'm taking fish oil out of what? Man, I ain't Dr. Phil. What are you talking about, bro? Catch me outside. How about that? Anyway, fuck all that. He said put the weed down. That mother. What about if you want to watch cartoons? Like, what are you talking about? Y'all be high as fuck. Anyway, this is for my real ones, Eagles Army, that want to know and want to learn. 80-20 rule. Find out what's efficient and what's working. Discard what isn't working. Spend more time on what you know and what you have studied. Keep a fucking journal with you. Stop being lazy. Stop being a bum, and stop avoiding self-reflection. I learned more about myself from self-reflecting than anything anyone could ever tell me, because I care about my surname. I care about my last name. I care about what I put out there in my progress. So I'm harder on myself than any of y'all motherfuckers ever could be. That's why I don't give a fuck about no YouTube comments and shit. Oh, you're stupid. Man, fuck what you talking about. Anyway, be about your business. Study, monitor your progress, see what's working and see what isn't working. For back pain, bro, I just told you I'm not Dr. Phil. I don't even know what you talking about, bro. You want me to cure MS and shit. And Drake's producer OVO. I don't know what you talking about. I'm not no fucking doctor, bro. Man, I'm out. Y'all. Now it's just, you just made it weird. So I'm out. That message goes to everybody. Figure out what you're doing, what's working, what's not working. Do more of what's working, less of what isn't. I'm out.